This video covers section 11.3, logarithmic functions. Objective 6, work with natural and common logarithms. We've been working a lot with base 2. We introduced you to base e. We also have another base that's common, which is base 10. Logarithms can have any base greater than 0 and not equal to 1. The two logarithms that are most used is base 10 and base e in the applications. If the base of the logarithm is 10, then we call it a common log. And you'll often see it omitted. So y equals log of x is equivalent to x equals 10 to the y. The base on there's a 10, so y is the exponent on base 10 to get x. And if the base of the logarithm is e, then we call it the natural logarithmic function. And so that we use ln for natural log or log natural. Y equals the log natural of x if and only if x equals e to the y. These are the only two buttons you'll see on any scientific calculator. You'll see a log button without the 10, and you'll see an ln button. Those are assumed to be base 10 and base e. If you have any other base than that, we'll develop a change of base formula later on to plug those into the calculator. So for example, I can figure out what log base 10 of 30 is on my calculator, but I can't figure out what the log base 10 of 30 is on my calculator. So to evaluate log of 30, we'll need a scientific calculator. So I'm going to use an online program called Desmos, D-E-S-M-O-S, and display that scientific calculator for you. So you'll see on the main screen that I only have the ln button. If I go to function, then I have the ln and the log button. So I want the log of 30. And that says that it's equal to 1.47711215, so on. Gives us all of the decimal digits there. We don't need all those, but it's there to remind you that this is an irrational number. And we'll go ahead and estimate it to 3 decimal places, which is fine for us, 1.477. If we want to calculate the natural log of 30, this time we'll use the ln button of 30, and we get about 3.401197, and so on. And so we'll give that a nice rounding. 3 decimal places. So we'll call that one 3.401. Log of 1/2. We'll go log of 1 divided by 2, which is negative 0.301. So we'll round that to 3 decimal places, negative 0.301. And the last one, if I do the natural log of 0.6, natural log of 0.6 is negative 0.50182, so on. And we'll round that to 3 decimal places, negative 0.511. Now, it's worth pointing out to you why the first two were positive and the second two were negatives. And that's because when you graph a logarithmic function, from 1 to infinity, they're all going to be above the x-axis, which makes them positive. And anything between 0 and 1, like 1/2 and 0.6, they're going to be below, which is going to give you the negatives. And again, as stated already, if I want to know what the log base 2 of 30 is, I don't have that on my calculator anywhere, so we'll have to develop a new way to do that, and we'll do that in subsequent videos. And this concludes the video for section 11.3, logarithmic functions. Objective 6, work with natural and common logarithms.